Hello, people. Oh. Hello, people. I wasn't planning on doing an episode today, but Joe and I kind of started doing some stuff, so here we go with another episode of Project Good Deed and Tombstone. Rolled into one again. Stick around, stay tuned. I was in there with Code Reader, taking some codes, reading some problem codes. Over here, I got the blinker out. Joe and I were telling you guys last time that these guys use this real gross. Look at that. You think that's why they're not working? One of them was totally nasty, but check inside these. Do you see all that gunk in there I gotta clean out? Dude. That's why they're not getting contact, eh? Stupids. So Joe had an idea. Those Okie dudes in South Sac, Ghetto Brothers, they pulled the dash apart and then ran it through the heat duct to come out here and into the fuse box to get the stereo to work. So Joe's tearing apart the dash. Wow. I'm going to go clean this up, and then we'll come back. Joe bought a stereo for that, so he'll probably put it in. $25 from a guy. Tell him the story.
He bought a regular stereo, just like every other one, but it has a big opening.
With the stock radio in it.
With the stock radio in it. When he took it out, he goes, oh, it's too big, it won't fit. Not, oh, I'll go get a plate to put it in, or I'll make one, or oh, it's the wrong one, it'll never work. I paid like $100 something for it, and it just won't fit in my truck. And I just kind of laughed, and I gave him his $25 and left.
But I knew. We'll show you when he opens it. It's crazy.
What else are you going to say? I mean...
Thanks for being stupid. Should have watched our show, idiot. Alright, so I took... Look at this. See inside that cap? That's how much is in each lens. Deal where you put the bulb. Looks like guacamole, don't it? Don't use guacamole to hold your bulbs in. But now they work. Gotta screw it in. Gentleman that's reading the trouble codes. One was O2 sensor, another was the heater, and another was...
What was it?
Oh, and we have to look it up. Now the O2 sensors, they're by both exhaust pipes. You gotta kind of twist them to get them in, kind of wind them up. I remember doing yours, it sucked. Anyway, Joe was fixing, as I showed you, pulling the speaker wire extension cord they had going to and throughout the ducts. Pulls the spaghetti mess out and it's all just taped. So he went and got a crimper and some connections.
That might have been what the wiring malfunction at the heater was. It might have been these touching
and it also shorted out all the door locks because they just jammed it into a fuse.
It's not even that. They just ran them long and wrapped them around the fuses
and plugged it back in.
So when you turned on the stereo, it blew all the fuses and the rest of the shit. Oh Lord.
Them are smart. M voted for Obama for some change.
Yeah.
So Joe is in the process of rewiring. I'm going to screw that back in, then we'll probably put the stereo in his truck. And I'm going to go look up these here trouble codes. See? PO16102. Heater malfunction.
The O2 sensor and the heater malfunction was separate. I cleared them and they both are gone. They didn't come back up, so they're probably just really dirty.
Yeah.
If you're really hurting and you can't buy the O2 sensor on my last one, you unscrew them and then you take a really light sandpaper or a piece of steel wool and take all the carbon off them, but don't take the nickel off the O2 sensor or it won't work. Just barely clean them up.
What about running them on a buffer?
Yeah, you fry them. It's like electronics inside of them.
Yeah, so no buffer.
Really?
Light. Going to the light. The light.
Fill in the happy.
Fill in the happy place. In the light.
Fill in the circle. Fill in the flow.
Yeah. In the happy home of the rewire.
Doing the happy dance.
Yeah. For mom.
Yeah, dude. These, $8. These, $7. This, retarded. Go spend the money. I mean, really. You could take your cans in and get that.
Well, no, they got beer and crack to buy, dang it. I'm all out of beer and crack.
Me too, but I still went and bought the stuff. Na-na-na. Cookie and the cookie. You know what? Everything was here. You didn't have to pull power from anywhere, and everything is exactly color-coded. I mean, look at that.
From the top of this to that.
Green to green, from the Alpine to the factory wiring harness. Colors are all exactly the same. If they just put them together and then crimp the two.
Did you ever think that they were colorblind?
Okay, even then. Look, they're labeled. Power in, constant, from deck. Power to deck.
Okay, maybe they had that helmet on with the liquid inside, like on the Abyss, and because of the red tint, they couldn't tell what color the wire was.
Yeah. Yeah, neon light, or what do you call that? Infrared, or night vision.
Something.
They're all green. What do I do? They're all green.
Weird. So yeah, it's almost hooked up. We'll put a CD in it that either I did, or a group did, or Joe did. And that way YouTube can't block it. We'll show you that we fixed it.
About me.
Alright, so most of the work is getting done. Looked up the trouble code, and basically what you do is you just type it in a search bar. Ours was P0161, and you write code after that and then hit enter, and then it'll pop up. What it was is the O2 sensor isn't getting hot enough to give an accurate reading, so it needs to be replaced. And it's down here. I'll go show you.
Okay, so I'm underneath the truck, and that sensor coming out of the pipe right there is the O2 sensor. That's what's gone bad, or this one. Just have to check them, you know, one at a time, baby. They're 98 bucks each. Awesome. But it's not going to affect the performance of it. In fact, the codes are clear. We just know that they're defective at this point.
Hey, Joe's got the stereo in. And to shut off YouTube from me doing stuff I'm putting in Sinfest, okay? It's a band I was in. I played the drums. So, we'll see if it works. Houston, we have stereo. So here's Joey's $25 stereo. It's Kenwood KDC 715S. And when he was saying it's new, he's not even kidding. It's in the bag. The RCA deals haven't even been pulled off the end. Clean. Still in the sealed bag. Case for the face. And the instructions still sealed in the bag. 25 bucks. I'm jealous. Looks like he's gonna have some tunes in there. Okay, in here in Project Tombstone. Got the tombstone of a AC Doco tape deck player that had sticks in it. They tried playing wood in the tape deck. Wonder what it sounded like. Anyway, it totally wasn't working. Took it out of the hole, and it's got 1,000,000 wires plugged into the back, which the new one has probably half of this ish. So instead of cutting them all like I did in that green pile of crap that the red Project Good Deed is going to replace, I cut all the wires and just jerked the old stupid dick out that was in it. Rather than repeat the same mistake, Joey and I sat in here with it on, listened to the fuzz, and cut wires. Okay, that's that speaker, that's that speaker. He did identify the hots, which one was for the key, using the probe of doom.
You don't have a probe, you can use a voltmeter.
Voltmeter.
Or even one of those lights that you just ground out and you jab in the hole and it lights up when you hit the hot.
Get it, get it. If you don't, look it up on YouTube. Somebody's got a video just about that, so we're gonna connect them We used tape, wrote what each one was. He's going to make the connections, crimp them, and he'll have stereo. Check that out, dude. Robots in the sky. Gonna put a Maven Seat in there. They're back together. If you're in the Sac area, come check them out. Turned up. Yeah. That's like if a cop pulls up. And there it is installed with it on the dash. Can't really, you know, I mean, it fits good. You just had to have that stupid little plate and some ingenuity. I'd kill it. Let's see the transformer thing. I'm gonna hide so the thieves do not get me.
Just a second if you want your CD.
I already got it. Isn't that cool? That is cool. I don't care who you are. Look, it's all hiding. It was awesome. Okay, people. So there you have it. The episode that wasn't supposed to be. When the brothers get together, I guess stuff gets done. Especially on Joe's end. Whatever. Thanks for tuning in and watching Bethel Brothers Hotline. Peace out, babies. I'm tired. Need some sleep.